Gotta be a Western, something with John Wayne in it.
Yeah, or a police documentary. The Thin Blue Line?
My money's on Godfather.
Well, all wrong. And with apologies to Galaxy Quest, a very close second, it's When Harry Met Sally.
What?
Wait, but that's a romance.
Yeah. It's romance and an ode to New York. It's got it all.
You're serious?
Don't judge a book by its cover. Just don't tell anyone because I don't want people to think I've gone soft.
Don't worry, Dad. We won't tell.
Yeah, oh yeah, we wouldn't think of it.
Secret's safe with us, Dad.
Frank smiles. Executive producer Kevin Wade.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
Traffic accident, a hit and run at a Fresno park. That story and more next.
Find a great deal for your ideal hotel. Open Trivago, type in where you want to go, select your check-in and check-out dates, and search. Compare prices for the same hotel and save up to $30 a night. Hotel Trivago.
Want to know a secret? More than just my armpits stink. That's why I use Secret Whole Body Deodorant everywhere.
4 out of 5 gynecologists would recommend whole body deodorant, which gives you 72-hour odor protection from your pits to your
Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
Always dry scoop before you run. Listen to me. A hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One A Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One A Day, science that matters.
If you're only using facial moisturizer in the morning, did you know the best time for skin renewal is at night? Olay Retinol 24 renews millions of surface skin cells while you sleep. Wake up to smoother, younger-looking skin with Olay Retinol 24.
Colbert's got Matt Damon, and from Ghosts, Daniel Pinnock, tonight on CBS.
They're related by blood, but also by an awful burden. A death in the family.
You want to take this outside?
Hell yeah, I do.
Only one episode left before the season finale.
We are New York City cops. We break up street fights. We don't start them.
On New Blue Bloods, next Friday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, AmeriGuards it.
Now, CBS 47 Eyewitness News begins with breaking news.
And we are following breaking news out of Northeast Fresno. One person is dead, another in critical condition after a car fleeing from police hits 2 people near the baseball diamond at Cary Park. This is near Fresno Street and Shaw Avenue. Police tried to pull over a burgundy Honda Civic around 8:15 tonight. They say the car sped off and police started a short pursuit, but that pursuit quickly called off. Police say the Honda continued to speed away, jumped a curb at Cary Park, this is just behind Fashion Fair Mall, and hit 2 people who were behind the backstop of the baseball field at the park. 1 person died at the scene. A second was taken to the hospital in critical condition. We have a live look now at the scene. Police say that the car sped off into a nearby neighborhood and it crashed near Fairmont and Thesta. Officers are now searching that area for 2 men who ran from that burgundy Honda Civic. As you can see, police on scene. The traffic unit is there. The Street Violence Bureau is there. Officers with canines also on scene. They're asking community members who saw anything to call Fresno police immediately. Again, they are trying to track down 2 men who are running in a neighborhood near Fashion Fair Mall in Fresno, wanted for the hit and run death of 1 person and injuring another at Cary Park near Fashion Fair Mall. That crash happened near the baseball diamond. We'll continue to update this story throughout our newscast and online at yourcentralvalley.com. Turning now to the weather, we have some big changes in store for tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace is here with your first look at the Pinpoint weather forecast.
That's right. We're winding down a rather warm week. Plenty of sunshine, 80s for the last couple of days. But tomorrow, we're going to see showers move back in, temperatures are going to drop, and the wind is going to return. Let's give you a look outside with our Table Mountain Sky Valley Cam Network. This is going to be a time lapse from our CBS 47 studio camera starting out this afternoon, showing you all the sunshine that we had today. Skies are still clear, but throughout the morning hours tomorrow, you're going to notice some of those changes. 69 degrees in Fresno right now. Same goes for Hanford. We have 61 if you are in Merced, 54 degrees right now for those of you in Mariposa. We do have clear skies on the way tonight, and we will even get some peaks of sunshine tomorrow morning before the clouds start increasing. So if you're going to Clovis Trail Fest, the good news is that right now it looks like the rain will hold off until the afternoon hours. So dry for Clovis Trail Fest. 59 at 8 a.m., 64 at noon, at 10 a.m., and then 69 degrees at noon. I will show you the timing of tomorrow's rain in your Pinpoint weather forecast coming up. First, we'll send it back to Catherine.
Lauren, thank you. New at 11, the gang task force detectives have arrested a motorcycle club leader on charges of arson and illegal weapons. 39-year-old Thomas Qualls is the chapter president of the Screamin' Demons Motorcycle Club. Detectives say Qualls is responsible for recently burglarizing and setting a structure on fire in Fresno. They're not saying the location of the incident at this time. Qualls was arrested on May 2nd at the Screamin' Demons Clubhouse in Sanger. Detectives say 5 guns were seized, 2 of which were reported stolen. They say they also found 2,300 rounds of ammunition and materials related to Nazis and white supremacy. New details tonight in a shocking case of animal neglect in Fresno County. Sheriff's deputies responded to a home in Layton today after someone passing by told deputies that they saw dead animals from the road. CBS 47's Catherine Phillips has the latest on the investigation.
Nobody should live in these conditions, humans or animals. And in this case, you have both.
Fresno County Sheriff deputies discovering the unthinkable in Layton Friday afternoon.
You could see dead pigs from the roadway.
Over 300 animals were found malnourished and not properly cared for in a yard near Mount Whitney and Chestnut Avenues. Dozens more were found dead, some still decomposing, with others already deteriorated down to their bones and skull.
The stench as you walk or drive past. It's just putrid.
Fresno County Sheriff Public Information Officer Tony Body says they found dogs, goats, chickens, ducks, and pigs, both dead and alive. One pig so badly injured, deputies shot him with a gun, putting him out of his misery. Even more concerning, what was found inside the home. Deputies say 4 teenagers were living in complete filth.
You know, to find feces inside of a home, the place just looks like a landfill. And to know that people, especially kids, are supposed to be raised in this environment, it's absolutely deplorable.
Deputies arresting 41-year-old Carl Mendez on child neglect charges for now. But as the investigation continues, he'll likely face animal cruelty charges too. Fresno Humane was on the scene as deputies investigate, and they took away the animals in the worst conditions and plan to come back Saturday to follow up with the rest.
Mendez is going to jail for the way that he's treated both his family and the animals that are here on his property.
Catherine Phillips, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
For continuing coverage of this story, be sure and stay with Eyewitness News on air and online at yourcentralvalley.com. The woman involved in a deadly shooting at a Northwest Fresno bar is out on bail tonight. Police say 26-year-old Dominique Jones shot and killed 38-year-old Gilberto Gutierrez during a fight outside Ewell's place last month. Jones is charged with murder and is expected to be back in court next month. The Fresno Unified School District announces Deputy Superintendent Misty Herr will be the district's interim superintendent for the next few months. CBS 47's Ben Morris shows us how the district is moving forward.
This announcement tonight coming following a unanimous vote from the Fresno Unified School Board. Board members in agreement that Herr provides stability at least through the nationwide search to find a permanent superintendent.
I'm pleased to share with you the appointment of Mrs. Misty Herr as the interim superintendent of Fresno Unified.
This announcement following a closed session meeting Friday night, the board revealing Herr will step into Superintendent Bob Nelson's role starting on May 8th as he moves into an advisory role before his final day on July 31st. They say it's a move of security as the nationwide search for Nelson's replacement continues.
Her immediate familiarity with the district's needs ensures we maintain momentum without rushing our search for a permanent superintendent.
The board initially voted to keep that search internal before backtracking and deciding they would expand it nationwide in early April following criticism. Herr, who becomes the nation's highest-ranking Hmong K-12 professional, giving a brief statement Friday saying with over 3 decades in the district, she has what it takes.
This experience and dedication has prepared me to lead the district from a holistic view with an unapologetic focus on student growth and achievement. We are not going to waver from this.
Nelson, who will be moving into a new role at Fresno State, with some kind words for Herr.
There's nobody I'm more confident in leading our Fresno Unified family through this transitionary period than you. You have never apologized about your relentless focus on student achievement, and that's what we need at this time.
But not all excited by the move. Fresno Teachers Association President Manuel Bonilla released a statement reading in part the board's decision to announce the appointment of interim superintendent Misty Herr during the Friday news dump period following 2 abnormally scheduled special meetings that effectively sidelined public input, undermines transparency, and further erodes community trust in the superintendent selection process. He would go on to say, quote, "We need more than the status quo. There's much to address in our district, and we expect interim superintendent Herr to hit the ground running by collaborating with us to address the pressing issues facing our educators, students, and community." Fresno Unified says Herr will officially take over following next Wednesday's board meeting, a meeting that will include more about her appointment and an update to the ongoing search to replace Nelson. Reporting here in the studio, Ben Morris, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
A collision in Reedley involving a big rig and a pickup truck sends 1 person to the hospital. It happened around noon today at Lincoln and Reedley Avenues. Around 100 gallons of diesel fuel spilled on the ground. An environmental health team was called to the scene for cleanup. No word on the condition of the injured person. In the South Valley, folks in Visalia can expect to see changes at the Walnut and McAuliffe Avenues intersection. It will be going from a 2-way to a 4-way stop. The Public Works manager says this comes after traffic studies showed it would improve safety and address the crash trend. Crews will be working on striping and installing signs that go into effect on Tuesday. We have continuing coverage tonight. Places of worship in Fresno targeted with religious messages. Flyers were posted onto doors and windows at Temple Beth Israel, and a group of suspects at St. Anthony's Catholic Church were arrested. CBS 47's Jason Toktajian shows us the charges that they're facing.
Too much over recent months and even the last few years. We have people who decide that they need to make statements in our face.
Religious communities in Fresno left shaken after at least 2 places of worship were targeted by 3 men taping religious messages to doors and windows.
It's really a violation of our sacred space, and that's inappropriate and discomforting.
Staff at Temple Beth Israel and St. Anthony's reported confronting the men for posting messages and later being threatened.
The perpetrator chose to become inappropriate. At which point it was absolutely appropriate for the police to respond.
2 vehicles were found outside St. Anthony's, a motorcycle and van with out-of-state license plates. I had the chance to talk to one of the suspects.
We've traveled everywhere, and everywhere that God tells us to stop, we stop. I've been talked to by the police many, many times, but I've only been arrested twice. This is the 2nd time. The first time was in New York. Anywhere else it's legal? Anywhere else, we'll spread this word. Now we know that we can't post signs on private property in the state of California.
The suspects' identities: 32-year-old Christopher Avila, 32-year-old Daniel Watson, and 31-year-old Colin Larilla.
Our primary charge for Mr. Avila, the felony crime, is PC 422, criminal threats, which is a felony. And then all 3 of them had the PC 556, posting signs on closed land, private property, PC 602, the trespassing, and PC 182, conspiracy to commit a crime.
And authorities tell us that these incidents are not tied to the Israel-Palestine conflict.
I know there was questions regarding whether or not this was a hate crime or if we're investigating this as a hate crime. There's no indication at this time that this is a hate crime. It appears that these individuals were just wanting to profess their religious beliefs.
Jason Toktagian, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
A weight has been lifted for veterans at VFW Post 8900 after receiving $200,000 to help pay for roof repairs after it collapsed last summer. Today, Assemblymember Esmeralda Soria and Fresno City Council member Annalisa Perea provided the two checks. $150,000 comes from the city's American Rescue Plan, or ARPA funds. The additional $50,000 is a donation from Chevron. The commander of Post 8900 says a lot of the repairs were done at a discounted rate, but the bill still climbed well over $250,000.
We had gotten a start. We ran out of funds. We were waiting on fundraisers and stuff like that, so the anxiety was hitting us hard. But since we had individuals step up and support us, we've been moving forward, and we can actually see the light at the tunnel now.
They hope to reopen the main hall by mid-June. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 11, in San Luis Obispo, someone really likes the rugs at the famous Madonna Inn. 4 of them have been stolen, and the staff have their eyes on certain suspects. Plus, after filing for bankruptcy, Route 21 clothing stores are closing, including locations here in the Valley. But first, here are the winning numbers for tonight's Mega Millions drawing. It's worth $284 million. We're back in a little over 2 minutes.
I was a small-town Montana girl that came to Fresno, and the Central Valley really welcomed me in. I also loved to go to the Central Coast. That's where my grandma and her family used to hang out. I started as a reporter here, and reporting is where my heart and my passion is. Not only are we invested in the community, but we are dedicated to being able to have some fun at times, but also are very serious about the work that we do and the information that we're delivering to you at home.
When you've been around for 90 years, you know what matters most.
My passion for education. I've spent as much time with my family as possible. I was always involved with my community.
EECU is proud to celebrate 90 years of what matters most: education, family, and community. And it's our privilege to serve you today, tomorrow, and for many more years to come. EECU, smarter banking since 1934.
Tonight at The Late Show, I'm joined by Jennifer Gardner and a dozen adorable puppies. Her rider is very specific.
Tonight on CBS.
CBS 47 News is always available at yourcentralvalley.com.
We continue to track breaking news in Northeast Fresno. This is a live picture. One person is dead, another in critical condition after a car fleeing police hits 2 people near the baseball diamond at Cary Park. This is near Fresno Street and Shaw Avenue, and right next to the back parking lot of Fashion Fair Mall. Again, you can see Fresno police vehicles on scene. Officers are searching a neighborhood nearby where that car eventually crashed. They say 2 men got out of the car and ran through the neighborhood. Officers are asking members of the community who saw anything to call Fresno police. We will continue to update any new developments on this story throughout our newscast and always online at yourcentralvalley.com. In other news tonight, Route 21, the teen apparel company, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy yesterday. It's now planning to close all of its stores nationwide, including 19 in California. It has locations in Madera, Selma, and Tulare. All 543 U.S. stores are expected to be closed within the next 2 months. That's according to court documents. New at 11 in San Luis Obispo, someone really likes the rugs at the famous Madonna Inn. Over the last 4 years, rugs have been stolen. 4 decorative welcome rugs at the entry to the Inn Steakhouse have been stolen. The most recent theft was on March 9th, and folks at the inn say a group of young men have been taking the rugs. They believe this may be related to a fraternity. The staff wants this to stop before someone gets hurt.
This last time they kind of sped off and, kind of missed some cars in the parking lot. So we're more concerned about our customers and our guests and their safety.
The staff says they have reached out to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo and to police about the stolen rugs. Still to come here on Eyewitness News at 11, Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace has more of your pinpoint weather forecast.
And we are tracking some big changes for our Saturday. We're coming off of a pretty sunny and warm week, but tomorrow we are talking about rain. Midnight temperature 66, 59 at 8 a.m. Clouds start to build in the morning hours. Afternoon hours is when we'll see the showers, 67 by 5 p.m. I'll take a closer look at the timing and how much rain to expect in your pinpoint weather forecast next.
All around us, events unfolding. Start your day with breaking news from the break of dawn to prepare you for the day ahead. Investigative journalism, pinpoint weather on Eyewitness News this morning.
Take your family and friends to Castle Air Museum in Atwater for Open Cockpit Day, Saturday, May 18th. This is a rare event to check out over 80 vintage planes and helicopters on display, including the F-16, F-14, VC-9 Air Force One, and awesome B-52 bomber, plus dozens of other amazing aircraft open for viewing. There'll be loads of food, helicopter rides, first responder displays, and more. Air Force One tours $10 extra. For details, go to castleairmuseum.org. Open Cockpit Day at Castle Air Museum. Come be amazed.
Homeowners, if you want to sell your house fast for all cash, stop what you're doing and watch this, because Osborne Homes wants to buy your house right now.
I'm Alec from Osborne Homes, and we want to buy your house. Nobody buys more homes in California than Osborne. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, Osborne Homes is the easiest way to sell your house fast, all cash. Best of all, when you sell your house to Osborne Homes, there are 0 commissions, 0 fees, plus no banks, no realtors, no repairs, and no waiting to close. We buy your house as is, all cash. Just go to osbornehomes.com right now for your free, no obligation, all cash offer. We are here ready to buy your house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So go to osbornehomes.com right now.
Don't wait. Sell your house to Osborne Homes and put the cash in your pocket right away. Any house, any condition, all cash right now. Just go to osbornehomes.com or call us today at 800-967-7784. Go to osbornehomes.com.
After a car accident, beware of insurance companies bearing small checks. You may feel pressured to settle too soon and for too little money. Choose Jacoby & Myers. We've turned low insurance offers into big settlements. Jacoby & Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Men and women both face factors that can impede normal hair growth and trigger hair loss. Well-Rooted Hair and Scalp Clinic has helped thousands of happy patients address hair loss and scalp disorders. Book your free consultation and get your hair loss under control. Scan now for details.
Stay informed, stay connected with the Valley Cam Network, presented by Table Mountain Sky. Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good evening and welcome back. I'm Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace, and we are ending a pretty warm week with well above average temperatures. We hit 84 today, above the average high of 79. Everything changes as we head into the weekend. For the wind today, for most of you, you stay between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Right now, 13 miles per hour Los Banos and 12 for those of you in Madera, and we're going to stay in that range tonight. Tomorrow, wind picks up again, 10 to 20 miles per hour. So here's a look at our weather headlines. Tomorrow, we're going to be tracking showers, mainly moving in during the afternoon hours. In the Sierra, we're going to watch snow levels drop throughout the day. In fact, some of you in the foothills as low as 3,000 feet may be getting some flurries by early Sunday morning. I don't expect accumulations that low, though. Temperatures are going to drop throughout the weekend, and like I mentioned, the wind is really going to return. Here's the last 12 hours with our radar satellite loop. We had a lot of sunshine today in the valley. We had a couple of isolated showers, even a rumble of thunder near the crest of the Sierra today, but those have all died down, and we are going to be seeing, again, those changes really tomorrow. So let's go over our forecast. We start out at 11 o'clock this evening. Tonight, everyone's dry. We're clear, so a quiet night ahead. Here's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We even start out the day with some sunshine tomorrow, but during the morning hours, the clouds will start to increase. I've paused this at noon. By this point, partly to mostly cloudy for many of you, and we have this big area of rain starting to move into the North Valley. Fast forward to 3 in the afternoon. This area of rain makes its way closer to Fresno County, but notice by this point, if you're in parts of the South Valley, you're still seeing some drier weather. So it's not until the late afternoon hours that parts of the South Valley will finally see some of the rain move through. Here's 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. We're seeing a lot of that rain push out of the area, so we do have some drier weather on the backside of that rain. And then moving through tomorrow night, really just an isolated lingering shower for the valley, although we will still be tracking some showers and some snow for the foothills and the mountains tomorrow night. So here's 7 o'clock on your Sunday morning. For the most part, valley's going to stay dry on Sunday, and then we'll eventually see those snow showers wrap up for the Sierra as well. So here's how much rain you can expect through 7 o'clock on Sunday morning. In general, 1/2 of an inch up to 3/4 of an inch possible for the valley. And then in the foothills, even over an inch of rain is going to be possible. So this is going to be a big soaking for us. Moving on to the winter weather, our winter storm warnings go into effect tomorrow during the day. We have 2 different winter storm warnings, very similar numbers, but the timing's a little bit different. So for some of our northern mountains, we have this winter storm warning go into effect at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. A little bit later, 2 p.m. for areas near and south of Shaver Lake. But again, the snow forecast number is pretty similar. Above 5,000 feet, potentially over 5 inches of snow. Above 7,000 feet, potentially over a foot of snow. Tonight, again, a quiet night, 57 degrees for the low. High temperatures tomorrow, I think, are going to be pretty interesting. If you're in the North Valley, you won't have a chance to warm up as much before the clouds and the rain work its way into the picture. So you'll be stuck in the 60s, whereas in the South Valley, I mentioned, you're going to get the rain and the clouds a little bit later. So you'll get the opportunity to warm up well into the 70s. Here's your extended forecast. We are going to be tracking showers tomorrow afternoon. Sunday, breezy, mid-60s. We return to the 70s Monday with 80s by next Thursday. In the Sierra tomorrow, snow levels start near 8,000 feet. They drop to 6,000 feet by the evening hours. They continue to drop overnight, but again, the snow will be wrapping up by the time we get those really low snow levels bottoming out near 3,000 feet. I wouldn't expect much more than some flurries that low, but we still may get some icy spots on the road, so certainly be careful if you're in the foothills and you'll be driving around Sunday morning. But what a change we're going to see throughout the weekend, from 80s today and 70s tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Lauren. Up next, the Savannah Bananas put on quite a show in downtown Fresno. We take a look at the game 1 of their weekend series at Chachansey Park next.
Do you own a house that you need to get out of quickly or needs costly repairs? No worries. Hi, I'm Dean with Home Helpers Group, and we buy houses for cash in any condition all over the Central Valley. We buy everything from vacant, damaged, or rented properties to homes in good condition that you just need to sell fast. All with no stress, no repairs, no commissions, and no fees. Give us a call today for a free cash offer. Call 559-888-5100.
Home Helpers Group, getting you cash in days.
The day you get your Clear Choice dental implants makes every day a let's dig in day, a chow down day, a take a big bite day, a perfectly delicious day, a love my new teeth day. Because your Clear Choice day is the day everything is back on the menu. A Clear Choice day changes every day. Schedule a free consultation.
Recently, my family and I moved to the Central Valley so we could afford a home. I live with my parents and I work full-time. I do help out at home, either with groceries or with certain bills. I have student loans. A lot goes into my gas expenses. My commute to work is 45 minutes. I spend a lot on that. John Duarte voted to raise costs on virtually everything. Groceries, utilities, and even my parents' health care. He even voted to make it harder to lower gas prices. I got a long drive to work. Tell John Duarte we can't afford higher costs.
Summer's on the horizon, and it's time to transform your backyard into a party paradise with W Furniture. Discover our 10 Gem Splash Series, the essence of outdoor comfort. Visit our Clovis store and step into a world where backyard dreams come to life. W Furniture, crafting your summertime story with every piece.
CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us for Eyewitness News Investigates.
United Health Centers are open on weekends in 7 convenient locations. Please see your doctor between 9 and 5:30 for your urgent care needs. No appointment is needed and wait times are short.
Go to yourcentralvalley.com/pros who know for more expert advice.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Get low 3.99% APR on Highlander. Or choose a low lease on the dynamic RAV4 and fuel-efficient RAV4 Hybrid.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
The Savannah Bananas made their return to Fresno tonight. The Bananas are in town for the entire weekend. Game 1 of the 3-game set tonight. Games are filled with nonstop fun and excitement, from engaging with fans dancing while throwing a pitch. Attending the Bananas game is more than just watching baseball, it's an experience. There's a lot of rules that are different from regular baseball. Each inning is scored by points, not runs. We caught up with some players from the Bananas and the Party Animals tonight ahead of Game 1.
We do new stuff every single night, so if you've been to every game, you will have a new experience every time. And there's a lot of improvised things that, we come up with on the fly, new trick plays, We kind of just got to go with the moment, go with the flow a little bit, so there's that aspect of it too.
It's been a big change for me, but it's something that I've adapted to really quick. When I first got here, I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, but being out here, I bought in pretty quick, and whatever they ask me to do, I'm willing to do it because it's so much fun here, and I see how much fun the fans have.
The Bulldog baseball team was in action tonight in San Diego. Diamond Dogs trail 6-4 in the top of the 6th when Michael McKernan drills it out to right field. 2-run score. Fresno State ties things up. We're even at 6. Later in the 7th inning, Bobby Blanford up to bat. He singles out to right. Another run comes home. Dogs come close, but the Aztecs take game 1, 9-8 the final score. Fresno State looks to snap a 2-game losing skid when they meet again tomorrow. Fresno State softball team continuing its weekend series in Albuquerque. The Bulldogs suffered a 4-1 loss to the Lobos. The Fresno State softball team has now lost 3 games straight and drops to 12-9 in Mountain West play. The Dogs and Lobos are back at it on Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific. Sanger wide receiver and safety Marquise Cropper announced he'll be playing football at Fresno City College next fall. During his senior season as an Apache, he scored 4 touchdowns and collected 9 interceptions. Former Fresno State receiver Marquez Davis has died at the age of 43 following a battle with cancer. He and his brother Rodney both played at Dos Palos and both went on to play at Fresno State. He caught 138 passes with 14 career touchdowns during his 5-year career at Fresno State from 1999 to 2003. This is video from his senior season in 2003. And that's going to do it for sports. Catherine, back to you.
Angelique, thank you so much. Well, hitting the road with a van full of dogs, a volunteer group in Fresno taking them all the way to Portland, Oregon to find new homes. The story straight ahead.
America, a nation of doers, dreamers, and fighters. And this great nation deserves a news network that doesn't take sides, but instead is built to bring us back together.
News Nation's not going anywhere.
News Nation is here to tell the story of all Americans without the partisan agendas, with respect for all of us. See why America's fastest growing cable news network is News Nation. News for all America.
An important message for Americans age 50 to 85.
Oh my gosh, you're still using Mom's old coffee pot.
It's my inheritance.
Well, it is a family heirloom.
You know what? The kids can just sell it to pay for my funeral.
It's a good thing you have life insurance.
Life insurance with our family history.
Don't you know about Colonial Penn? It's guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance with no medical questions asked.
I'm on a fixed income.
Who isn't?
You have it?
We all do. John, Maria, even Paul with all of his medical problems.
Colonial Penn.
That's right. Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. As you get older, your health may change. Colonial Penn understands that. And we don't think it should keep you from getting life insurance to help protect your family. That's why we guarantee acceptance to everyone aged 50 to 85. No health questions, no medical exam. Applying is easy. And you have your choice of options starting at $9.95 a month, a few dollars a week, 35 cents a day. And your price will never go up. A lifetime rate lock guarantees it. This protection can last a lifetime, too. Some insurance policies end once you reach a certain age. Not this one. Pay your bill, and it's yours to keep for as long as you'd like.
How did you apply?
Called for information, got an application, filled it out, sent it back. It took a few minutes. And look at this. They sent me this free beneficiary planner just for calling. I filled in all my important information and final wishes. Now my kids will have everything they need in one place.
Ready to learn more? Call for free information and your free gift. There's no obligation. Every policy we issue comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Why wait? Call now.
Call 1-800-651-5775 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-651-5775. There's no obligation. 1-800-651-5775. Call now.
New at 11, some dogs from Fresno are on their way to Portland, Oregon to reduce the strain on local shelters. Volunteers with Fresno Furry Friends headed out in a van tonight from the Kohl's parking lot in Northeast Fresno. This nonprofit group takes photos of dogs who are in danger of being put down and then relays the pictures to rescue shelters in Oregon. Those shelters then request the dogs, and Fresno Furry Friends gets the dog's health certificate and prepares them for travel.
I've been a dog lover my whole life, and I have a few dogs, and I follow a lot of the rescues, and so I saw this and came out one day to watch them load, how they do everything, and my heart just melted.
And here she is, helping out. The group of dogs from Fresno is expected to arrive in Portland tomorrow morning. And it's so cute to see their tails were wagging like they're excited for this car trip.
Yes, it's a big road trip.
Exactly, with all their friends, too.
Oh, yes.
Yes, new friends and new families waiting.
Yes, new life.
All right, one last check of the forecast.
Okay, we're going to notice some very big changes for our Saturday. We are going to see showers move in mainly in the afternoon hours. Temperatures much cooler. We drop even more Sunday, 60s with a breeze. After that, temperatures on the rise again, 70s Monday and then 80s by next Thursday.
That's going to do it for this edition of Eyewitness News at 11. Stay tuned for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert up next. Have a great night.
Table Mountain Casino Resort has the best rewards program in the Valley. And now it just got even better. Bring in your rewards card from any casino in the Central Valley and we will automatically upgrade you to an equal matching tier. And don't forget to join us every Saturday night in the Blue Oak Grill where we have free live music. The sky's the limit at Table Mountain Casino Resort.
I got hurt in a car accident. Give me one good reason why I should call the Law Brothers.
How about 3 great reasons you should call us? 1, we make it easy. We'll deal with the insurance company so you don't have to. 2, there's no upfront cost. You don't owe us a dime unless we win your case. 3, the results. We've helped thousands of people get great settlements.
I called the Law Brothers after my accident and they got me $2.25 million.
We're the Law Brothers.
Call 1-800-222-2222.
See why hand battered is better with the $6 chicken basket. Our 100% white meat chicken is always just a batter dip away from becoming its own golden treasure. Batter up, make our app your first mate, and order ahead to skip the wait. Long John Silver's. This year.
This is the most exciting moment in painting, when the frog tape comes off. When its best-in-class paint block technology creates paint lines so sharp, it will have you asking, what room should we paint next? Frog tape, when it matters most.
Need help? CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us.
Pizza Hut is offering goodbye pies to help soften the blow of a pre-Valentine's Day breakup.
Basically, the restaurant will send your boyfriend or girlfriend a free hot honey pie to break the news that you are dumping them.
Here at Pizza Hut, we're surprised at how many people have opted to sever relationships using our goodbye pies. That's why we're expanding our menu to help customers avoid another uncomfortable conversation with the You Should Get Tested pie. Tell your partner you have a venereal disease with one of our delicious pizzas. Then personalize it by adding a side like our It Stings When I Pizzone, Sex Was Garlic, Not a Good Idea, or Crabs. Deliver the news with the You Should Get Tested pie today. Because no one out-pizzas the clap.
It's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tonight, no big deal. Plus, Stephen welcomes Matt Damon and Danielle Pinnock. Featuring Louis Cato and The Late Show fans.
Live from the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, it's Stephen Colbert.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. I want to thank everyone. In this brave audience right here. Everyone in this audience who braved the cold outside to come in here and be even colder because today New York City was pummeled by a nor'easter, including a heavy dusting on the marquee at the Ed Sullivan Theater. Leading up to this storm, officials forecasted up to 8 inches of snow. Of course, as is usually the case, that 8 inches is more like a confident 5. But you know what they say? You know what they... You know what they say? It's not about the depth of the snow, it's how you plow it. Thank you. Back in the day, snow used to mean no school, but not anymore, because instead in New York, students had a remote learning day. As in, the chances of learning? Remote. The early morning snowstorm, is this true? It depressed turnout in a very important special election today in New York, the race to replace George Santos. The candidates for that Long Island seat are Republican Mazi Pilip and Democrat Tom Suozzi. It's a showdown we're calling Mazi v. Suozzi, Democracy Kamikaze.